No. Man.
Okay, yeah, there it is. There it is. Hey.
Free Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, hilarious. We heard the whole song. Well, hey, we're back. We're back.
Are we?
I'm back.
It's nice to see you, LD.
It's good to be seen.
Yeah.
And people always say that. I never really liked that phrase.
I mean it when I say it.
But it's good to be here. It's been a minute. Hope everyone in...
it's been longer than a minute.
Yeah, it's been about 30 days. About a good month.
Like a car impound. 30 days.
Yeah. But I'm back. It was a good trip. John Lemon is...
Jazzy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you said he got a situation he's dealing with.
Yeah, he got a situation.
We can't talk about it.
We can't talk about it, but...
All right, yeah.
But he said he was cool. He just hit me and said, I'm cool. And I said, all right, you on your way? But, you know, whenever you ask somebody that in L.A., they always 15 minutes away.
No.
Well, 6 minutes. You said 6 minutes.
Actually, I was, according to my Waze app. But, you know,
I'm
construction.
So sick of the way. My son wears me out with this
Grandma
Waze.
and Grandpa going to Walgreens to get their prescriptions. And construction got them all messed up. They don't know which way to turn.
Oh, man. And the Uber and Lyft drivers are just
everywhere.
They think they're real cops are now, or they can pull over wherever they want and stop traffic. And
I'm with you on that.
I'm with
you on
you
that.
should pull over to where you don't impede me.
But it's always tick, tick, boom in there. They don't know where they at, especially when they in the hood. You know, they circling the block and all that. We're like, what was that? I'm like, man, that's the dudes that coming to pick up somebody. Man, he about to get bust though.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And looking at their cell phone, they just all in the way.
Right.
And nothing. Look, I know you got to get your grind on. Uber, Lyft. You know, my brother's doing Uber.
You said Pops is?
Yeah, Pops kind of retired.
What?
I think Uber had enough of him.
Oh, wow.
He's like, all right, man, you just... I'm sure he was too sexual in the Uber and just talking about, you know... No, I mean, he's all over the place.
He is sexy in that red suit.
He was probably too much of a player. Or he probably fell asleep Ubering somebody. But no, he's so... but that's a hustle. Everybody...
I miss my exit.
A lot of people Uber, though. A lot of people Uber and Lyft. Hilarious. It's funny.
It's expensive.
So, yeah, I appreciate Uber and Lyft for young people who drink.
Yeah, because your daughter was taking it in Boston and stuff, right?
Yeah, in New York she takes it.
Yeah,
she takes it. She's we had a good time. She was here visiting.
Oh, bless her heart. The feminist.
Yeah, oh my God.
What happened?
And her friend. Well, first it started with her and her friend.
Mm-hmm. Male or female?
Female.
Okay.
A good little girl that she grew up with I knew when she was a little girl.
Okay.
So, you know, and
is she cute?
Yeah, she's grown up to be a cute little girl. She, you know, but she's
really? You couldn't wait till the break to check your phone?
I was checking on Jeff. He said
okay.
in TDP's voice, I'm gonna get my hustle on. That's what he was saying. So that's another thing everybody's doing. Your voice isn't good enough, so now people got to say it's somebody else's voice.
Because you know it means more.
It's just we're so out of touch with self.
I like that. Like when people say I'm gonna use Luther's voice, they go, ooh.
Okay, I got you.
You don't like the comedy of it?
Yeah, it's too much.
Okay, I'm with you.
It's just like everybody's deflecting for nobody's.
I'm with you.
I was riding with my son the other day, and I was watching him. Mm-hmm. And he had his phone, and he was looking at himself. I guess he was recording himself or whatever. He turned the music up. And I wanted to say so bad, but these kids are so sensitive. Mm-hmm. I got to pick and choose, you know, because we're together so much now. I got to pick and choose when I'm gonna say something. Because
you be perturbed.
Yeah, and then and he knows it, and I guess you can feel it when somebody's had enough of you, you know. And
because you turn your fame CD up louder.
No, I put on the classical music, and he's been playing this. First, I had to listen to Jay-Z for 2 days.
Okay. The 444, the new one.
Yeah, and then it was SZA. SZA. It's a girl, SZA, and my daughter had me. She was not too bad. I like her. Depressing as heck.
You heard of her, Fact Frida?
I mean,
I'm in the know.
They make you just want to turn right off the bridge. Just go.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
What do you like about the music?
It all sounds the same, most of it.
Okay.
I don't like the whininess of it.
That's the word.
Whiny. It's like whiny and nasally and mumble all at the same
it's
time.
like,
is that what it is?
Her lyrics are nice, but it's the same painful. And it's kind of like a reflection of what these kids are going through because they just don't have a. Like I said, back to my son was recording something, and I wanted to say so bad. hey man, whatever you're looking for is not on the outside.
Right.
You're gonna have to do some internal work. It's gonna be on the inside. And then I start thinking about, we were always challenged to find out what's going on with us when we were growing up.
Right.
What's the better part of you? What are you going to do with yourself? These are phrases we heard all the time.
Yeah.
That's not who you really are. You can be better than that. What are you trying? What are you
all
trying?
The cliches.
Yeah. What are you trying to show? Who are you trying to be? Be yourself. Don't be a follower. And in this generation,
Said by somebody who's following somebody else. But go ahead.
Well, it's usually by your. Yeah, good point.
That's usually what it is.
Because we didn't know what they were following, but they didn't want us to follow
the wrong
to be
crowd.
like them, right?
Yeah,
that's more or less was the theme of it. Just be the best of you. And I'm like, what are you? I wanted to say, what are you looking for, man? Do some internal work. And I'm sure they do, but they're so caught up in
social media.
That social media, that self. That having 16 bars, that's what their life is about. 16 bars.
Going to the studio.
Yeah, they have no original thought.
Yeah.
Everything is like my son will tweet something and then later on I'll hear it in a lyric. I'm like, okay, that wasn't an original thought.
It's plagiarism.
Yeah, even if you just take part of it and make it your own.
Correct.
They just and he's a great guy. Great job. Got through college, did everything, but nobody's pregnant, but he's just, and the girls are, oh, God, they're worse. The little girls are just, the little girls are, okay, so.
No, go ahead, because I'm with you.
The little girls just have, I remember when you dealt with girls when we were growing up, they tried to make you better. They demanded you to be better and going somewhere. Now they put the dumbest videos out. Everything is a oh yeah, yo, you knitting? Yes, he did, girl. I mean, it's just
on my grind.
Right. Do that, or something. That's me. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but that's.
What are you looking at? Tweets?
No, it's just stuff I hear when he's when he goes to his little phone, and I hear those phrases. No, he didn't. And they doing something stupid. And he'll say, "You want to see it?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to see it."
We need to get some T-shirts that say, "Look at this," because that's all they say. Look at this,
right?
Look at this.
Yeah, that's it. Well, he said, "Dad, you want to see this?" No. Can you make me some hot wings? That's what comes after.
Well, they are world famous.
So
I'm with you, ID.
So then when you deal with the feminists, my daughter. Who's so deep, but yet...
Excuse me, Fact Frida, can we get a definition of what a feminist is so we could... thank you, I appreciate that.
So, her and we're eating. First, they asked me if I want to... Before she even came, can me and Kayla go to lunch with you? Okay. All this is for a free meal. This is the feminist. It's a big setup. We went out to eat twice.
Wait a minute. Other men out there need to know what that means. Can we go to lunch with you?
Right. That means you're paying.
Okay. So people need to know that.
Yeah, that's what you mean. And of course you love them. Yeah, baby, we can go to lunch. They don't even go near their wallet.
No.
No near where their wallet. So we ate at a couple places, and
what'd you eat? Was it the places you like, or
no,
they selected the places?
Okay, their places. Their places.
So eating with you, but they're going to their places.
Right.
Okay, according to Webster's dictionary.
Thank you.
The definition of feminist is someone who supports feminism, and feminism is the theory of the political, economic, and social equality of the sexes. And the other one is organized activity on behalf of women's rights and interests.
I didn't even know Webster was still allowed to have definitions. I thought they would have changed that by now. It wasn't, Webster.
It's the European model, so
right.
Deal with it.
So we're talking, and...
Let me look it up in the Urban Dictionary.
Please.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah.
A bitch who be...
Yeah, right, really.
Always go urban.
So we're sitting and we're driving to the place to eat, and I'm asking her and Kayla, they both have same friends, and I'm asking about their friends. And
now, are they on their phones the whole time?
No, we're actually talking.
Okay.
Because they're trying to get a meal, so they're gonna have a conversation with you until they get to the meal.
Until the check comes.
Yeah, they get, girls are better than that than boys.
Okay.
Girls like talking.
Yeah.
So
very social. Yeah.
I think you'll like the urban definition better. Well, according to the Urban Dictionary, feminism used to be about women getting the same rights as men, such as the right to vote and equal pay at work. Now, feminism is a movement full of women who seem to think that their ability to push a baby out of their vagina entitles them to bigger and better everything.
I like that definition better.
Hey, that's Willie's definition,
That's
not Webster.
But no, that's what I do remember feminism as being as equal pay and equal rights for
Right.
women. I remember
Right.
that. But yeah, okay. Thank you, Fact Frida.
Yeah, thank you. That
Really
was
appreciate
interesting.
it.
So I'm asking her about certain friends. One guy, guy who we knew was gay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, has he come out yet? No, he's not. I'm like, no, he was. He used to come to her. He was the only boy
Okay.
that would come to Peyton's parties, and it was all girls.
Okay.
And mom would have to set up queen, and then king for him. And
Equal rights.
right, and then we would clown him. I was clowning like, hey, come on, man. See that he wasn't. He's he needs to just come right out. No.
Now, knowing you, did you stand in the corner with your arms folded and just eye him down? Did you really like?
Oh no! The great thing was I just couldn't. He was cool with it.
Okay.
Because they were young. And I was okay as long as it wasn't Lewis.
Who was the guy at the party?
No, because Lewis had to be at the party, but I was glad Lewis wasn't amongst the girls.
Okay.
We'd go outside and play.
Jump rope.
And I'd invite Cameron out. Hey, you want to come out and play basketball? No, I've been staying here with them. All right. So that's
when you knew.
Yeah, but this one particular party, and this is what got it.
You want to do a layup or nothing?
This one particular party, they did dress up. And Cameron, I didn't mean to say his name, but he dressed up. He dressed up like the girl.
Snitch.
Right. So then all of a sudden,
What did he wear?
just a kind of dress. And
Was
a
he
wig
cute?
And all that. No.
He said, "Yeah."
So then all of a sudden, Peyton says, "Dad, we have a surprise for you." And Lewis comes down the stairs with a wig and gloves.
Dad, I want to be me. I want to be a dancer too.
and I was done.
He was done.
Oh man, I was like, man, go sit, take that off right now. We don't play that in here. And then Lisa was like, don't say that. I said, no, I'm saying that. And then I said, because it's gonna make Cameron feel bad. I don't care.
Oh, it was all right when it was him.
Yeah,
but it was your boy coming down the steps.
No,
sashaying.
And to this day, Lou was like, I was just joking, Dad. I was just being funny. Yeah, all right, well, your comedy sucked.
No pun intended.
Right. So I'm asking them, and I'm like, and then Peyton's a writer now, so she's talking about pronouns.
Pronoun.
Now, can you look up the definition of pronouns,
Fact
please?
Frida. Yeah, you gonna work today.
So I'm saying, because Peyton's saying like you can't say him or her, you have to say they or them.
That's the pronoun.
Yeah. Okay. So they or them when you're referring to because the person hasn't, because there's sexuality and it's how someone wants to be referred to, addressed. Uh-huh. Like they feel that things could get better for their people, whatever. Okay. And the guy doesn't want to be called gay or straight. He's they or them. Because she said in the workplace, her boss caused a stir because he was saying that that's just so confusing. Right. To say they and them. Why can't we just, him or her?
Okay, which version do you want? The Urban Dictionary?
We want both.
Webster's
for the
F.
Okay, we'll do Webster's. A word that can function by itself as a noun phrase and that refers either to the participants in the discourse, i.e. you, I, or to someone or something mentioned elsewhere in the discourse, whatever all that means.
No, thanks for that version.
All right, go ahead.
Now let's get to the real.
Urban, a noun that a noun that has lost its amateur status. A word that replaces a common or proper noun. Pronouns can fall into subcategories: subject, object, relative, prepositional, interrogative, reflective, and demonstrative.
Okay, so they commit crimes all the time. Interrogating. That's what's happening. So
Right. Good point, LD.
then they're saying, okay, so I'm saying that, and then of course I'm being the old fogey in the car saying, look, that is confusing. Why can't we just say him or her? Why? And so then they had to go through this whole explanation to me of a person's sexuality is gay or straight, or gay, straight. And I'm like, there's no other. You're either gay or straight.
Okay.
And then they jumped in, no, you can be bisexual.
Well, let's just get into this. The sexual nature of it is just to procreate. That's what sexual is. Now, homo means same. Sexual means, sexual. So it's just the same sex. So they try to bring all these other little vines and branches into what you're sticking to is just the goddamn tree itself.
Right.
But they can't just see the tree. They just always want to be on the branch.
Right, because they don't want something to reflect them. And again, it's they don't want anything
Correct.
internal.
Right,
It's
right.
got to be.
Don't shine the light on me.
Right, even though I want to be that way.
Correct.
And it was interesting because they were like, "You're just too old to talk about this subject," and I was like, "But I want to talk about it on stage." They're like, "No, you're not ready.
Ooh.
You're not ready. You don't understand.
You're not ready.
You don't have an understanding of what
We deal with.
Yes, and I'm like, you know what? So you're supposed to say they and them. And as opposed to I don't offend them because they don't want to be called gay or straight. I don't know.
That's like saying those people, you people.
And that's exactly what I said. And they said, no, it's they or them, and that's what it should be, Dad.
I think that's offensive.
You know what you should have said?
What?
Buy those plates on your goddamn own.
So they can, so they can eat, and them will leave. Them will stay out of my
That
pocket.
part, LD.
Do you think we'll have a world
Nope.
where people are just having sex with each other and gender or orientation doesn't matter, that everybody's just effing each other?
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah, it's now. I mean, I think it's a
now.
generational thing. I think things totally change once you have kids.
Yeah.
You start, things are a lot different once you have kids. You start looking at things totally different.
Because it's not about you anymore.
Right. And you start this whole thing, because everybody has an idea. People will say now, well, as long as my child is happy. No.
Bullshit.
No.
That's the urban
Yeah,
bullshit.
you have an idea because you're dealing with your parents, you're dealing with their prejudices, you're dealing with your family.
Ignorance, too.
Yeah, and all of that goes together, hand in hand. Ignorance and family and your grandparents. Because you have to talk to them first and explain your child. You have to say, hey, that's who he is. And, it's like on the show Queen Sugar, which I love that show. The little boy carries a doll, girl doll. And, the dad's all about, letting him be him.
Okay.
So
Not taking the doll from him.
Right.
Okay.
And then I was last night and watching it. I'm saying in Code 3, I would have hid the doll. I would have lost it.
You lost it.
I was, and what happened was the mom got rid of it, and the boy went crazy.
Okay.
And the mom, the dad went looking for it, and then come find out the cops who pulled him, who stopped him when he was in the trash bin. The black cop knew him because the black cop was gay in school.
Okay.
And my man, the tough guy, Ralph Angel, didn't out him. He always had his back.
Okay.
So, and it was interesting because they said goodbye and they hugged, and my man put his head on his shoulder.
Aw, tender moment.
Yeah, I'm like, and it's just like, and that's all the shows are directed by women.
Okay.
That was definitely a woman's thing of do that. A man would have just shook his hand. You didn't need to lay the head on the shoulder.
Okay, let's get back to the point with the doll, the boy having a doll, and then you saying that you would have hid the doll.
Yeah, I would have. I think, knowing my personality, if Lewis wanted to play with dolls, and he had a favorite girl doll, because this is a girl doll,
Okay.
and Lewis had to go everywhere with the doll, eventually I would have lost it.
Okay. Now, in that point, you losing it. Now, he comes to you and asks you, where's my doll? Now, is this a father-son moment where you sit down and talk to him? Or
Yeah, I would ask him, hey, now, mind you, this was my conversation in the 90s and 2000s,
Right.
what I've learned, not my dad's conversation.
Correct.
You don't
Correct.
need to be
Right.
having it. Would he would have? My dad would have showed us burning the doll.
Burn it in front of you. Yeah.
You know, this is
effigy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or open the legs. This is not. You don't have this.
Yeah.
So my thing would be listen to him. Why do you want the doll? What does it do for you? You know, and then try to give him a perception of don't you want a army doll?
No. Now, you asking him that question, now, if he responds to you in the way of, I want my wife when I get older to look like this. If it's something of that magnitude, or it's just like, I want to do doll's hair, or I want to do fashion. Like, how do you accept it, and how do you stay not accepting it?
What if it's like, what do you call it, a security blanket or a teddy bear?
Or a dildo. So much hair in my ass.
I mean, that's why I said that things are different once you become a parent, because you're now, it's in your house.
Right,
Just like when someone says, you know, you don't deal with somebody having cancer until somebody in your family has cancer.
That part.
It becomes real. So now it's real that what is motivating my son?
It's in your house.
Yeah. So I that's why it's so important to have two parents, not so much in the house, just so you can have another side. You know, mom's going to have that maternal side, dad's going to have this. I'm going to tell her. And
That's
him.
only if you're truly in agreement.
Yeah, but even if you're not, that's okay. Because I can hear your perspective, and he can hear both perspectives, and then he's got to make a choice. But he's not going to get my one-sided,
Like
which is
you
like,
said,
hey, man.
you want him not to have the doll, so you're going to hide it. She doesn't care if he has the doll or not. She don't want to hear him complain and cry, so she's going to go out and spend money to give him another one. You're going to keep hiding. She's going to keep spending money to give him a doll.
And that's the interesting thing, because I believe in our home, knowing how their mom is, she would have gotten rid of the doll.
Okay.
And I would have said, hey, just let him.
Okay.
Because she doesn't play that. She's got a thing,
Right.
you know, about that. And that's because of what went on in her home. And her mom.
Right.
And, you know, how her mom lives.
Right.
Where, you know, it's different. You know, and that's part of, again, it all goes back to how you were raised.
Yeah, you're bringing your own rules and regulations that you were under.
Or
to
your
the
baggage.
Same, yeah. In the bag. You bring it all in that bag, and it ain't Gucci.
Right.
You know,
And even if it is, then you know, we see you still got to pay taxes on that.
that part.
Shout out to Floyd.
Oh, really?
Hey, you know, why not? So it's interesting that these kids are getting back to the whole point of these kids have so much stuff going on. It's hard for them to focus on getting one or two things, putting that in perspective.
Now to that,
They're all over the place.
to that, growing up on the straight and narrow with only things that you heard, seen, and dealt with, where they have a whole phone with all the information, anything they want to look up. So they're using more of the mind to understand stuff that you never even thought was even out there.
Right, but what's interesting is the thing that with all that information, what throws you sometimes as an adult, a person our age, is the things that they don't know.
True.
Like
The foundation.
But I love the fact that my son will ask something if he doesn't know. He'll say, "What does that mean?"
Okay.
We were at dinner, and then the daughter and all of us, we were talking, and we used the phrase PC. And he said, well, what does that mean?
Politically correct.
Right. And so I was like, and I was kind of like, you don't know what that means? You did 4 years of college? You never heard the phrase PC? You've never, in all your little videos you've seen, nobody's ever said that? Then I thought, in talking to mom, is like, he probably never comprehended it because it was never, he didn't pay it. They don't pay attention to stuff, even when they're looking at it.
But honestly, colleges don't teach. They just regurgitate.
Right, but then I start thinking, it was just we paid attention to more stuff. We took it in. Where theirs is
a lot more serious.
Theirs is a 15-second snap. Because I was gonna show him a video. I showed him this video that I pulled up, which was about this guy on this bus, and the white guy kept talking trash to the brother.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Did you see it? And then
Could that be our video of the week?
Yeah, we got to show that video.
Okay.
And what the first thing he said when I said, "Look at it,"
don't tell it. Frank.
no, I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you what Lou said to me was, "It's 3 minutes long."
Yeah, attention span.
I'm like,
Attention span.
and I caught myself because I wanted to say You can't pay attention for 3 minutes. So, but he did.
Right.
But it was like, wow. You guys.
The eyes focus right on time. The eyes focus right on time. How long is it? And like, if you're in your 20s, you got a whole life to live. Now, this 3 minutes in this moment is going to just wreck your world. So yeah, we dealing with that right there. Really. I feel you on that. Their time goes right to, their eyes go right to time. It's how long.
And 3 minutes to us is like.
That's a little part of my day.
And they, you know what it is? They don't realize. They don't have a conception of other people's time.
No, not at all.
Where, like, my son will ask me to take him. He had a dentist appointment. So.
You ready to go?
It was across town.
You ready to go?
So appointment's at 5.
You ready to go?
So I'm like, hey man, we should leave like 3:45.
Because you've internalized traffic. You internalize traffic. How we need to be there, and I need to get you logged in and all that.
Right. Well, you do. I just pulled up and you getting out and handling it.
Right.
But I just don't want to be rushed when I don't have. It's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in L.A. That's horrible traffic. Okay? Excuse me. So, I say at least no later than 4. Mm-hmm. I like to leave at 3:45, but no later than 4.
Because I don't need you in my ear talking about why you didn't run that light. And
right.
I don't need
all. Or Waze. No, it's all about take Waze. Take this way. Now, I have my set way that I go.
Yeah, right.
Because I've been in L.A. for over 20 years. So, I know certain where traffic flows and where it doesn't.
Right.
I don't care who Waze is. I'm not going to go around the corner
to come back
and then go up just because Waze is telling me to do that. That's just something I'm fighting as an older person.
Right.
Waze and Siri and all of them don't know the hood the way I know it.
I'm with you.
I know I can flow up La Cienega and hit that. I know the 10 doesn't have any traffic until it gets, after 4 going west. Mm-hmm. There's no traffic. The traffic is coming back east.
Correct.
So I know I can get down there to the 405 and jump on the 405 going south because it's not really, I'm gonna hit a little pocket, but I'm going to be okay.
By LAX.
As long as it's before LAX. So I'm okay.
Yeah.
Now, because it's over there by Sepulveda.
So you can Howard Hughes it.
Right, Howard Hughes it and shoot right up. Right, so I had my mind, I know I can make it good in 45 minutes. An hour, I'm really good.
Yeah.
No, so I'm not saying anything. I'm just, hey, man, I'm dressed and ready. We walk out at 4:25. Now, I know we're not going to get there till 5:15, 5:20 now. Because you lost that 20 minutes.
Yeah, the traffic windows are very
25
important.
minutes. Yeah, that 25 minutes makes a difference in going where we're going. So sure enough, we're right where I say we were going to be, but now it's 10 minutes till 5. But because you didn't give me that 20 minutes, we're 20. So he puts on Waze loud enough so I can hear. 20 minutes from the destination. So I'm like, hey, man, listen, I told you that 20 minutes was going to cost you.
Right.
All right? Well, you should have took Waze. No, I'm not taking Waze, man. Waze is just a waste of gas. It's got me going around. And every time when I pick them up from work and I try to do Waze, I get so frustrated. Because they'll take me around the corner, up the street, then back around the corner just so I can get to this point. I'm like, that's not I should have just stayed.
Well, Waze is about keeping you moving. It's not about actual time. Because, we got construction here. Like, I use it. Like, I'm going to still do me. But I use it to navigate with what I'm doing.
Right.
So sometimes Waze go, oh, shit, you doing the damn thing. Let me get with you.
Right.
So we go together.
Right.
And then sometimes they do the damn thing and I ride with them.
Right. Rerouting.
Right.
It's applicable to everybody.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, yeah. So it just, they just don't have a sense of, and what they don't have a sense of is that I'm taking, because it's an hour to get there, 30 minutes to sit and wait for you, an hour back. Now that's 2.5 hours of my time. You all don't have an appreciation of that. You don't have an appreciation. One, I don't get any conversation because you're sitting there on your phone. So I'm really Ubering you.
Right.
So I told them, I said, I'm charging you. Why? What would you charge? Because, one, I don't get father-son conversation. I'm just Ubering you.
Right.
So this is what it would be if I was driving you. I don't get the sense of, go ahead.
I was just going to say,
Frida.
OG Sleepy Loke in the chat room saying,
Sleepy Loke.
Generation Gap bitching at its best.
How old is old Sleepy, whatever his name is, like from the Seven Dwarfs? How old is old Sleepy?
OG Sleepy, call in. Lewis is calling you out.
Yeah,
right now.
OG Sleepy. Yeah, I mean OG Sleepy.
But here's a light bulb moment in the.
Who names their child?
OG Sleepy Loke.
Who names their
the
child
Loke on his name.
OG Sleepy Loke?
He named himself that. It's a social media name, LD.
That's so stupid.
Lou.
But that's again, that's what I'm saying about internally. What does that mean? OG
He's sleepy and he's a Loke.
So he's an OG.
Yeah, he's an OG.
Now, that's another thing.
He sleep better than anybody.
That's another thing. OG, they're using OG and they're not OGs.
You think?
What are OGs in your opinion?
OGs are people over 40, over 45.
That have some
over
life
50.
experience.
Yes. You're not an OG if you stop eating Lunchables.
You never had a Lunchable.
Yeah, I don't like
you
it.
an OG?
Dry. Give me some white bread
And some bologna.
all day long.
There's OGs that's under 40, LD. It just depends on.
No.
It depends on what. Listen.
Under 40?
Listen. Some people have it, man, and it don't matter what the age is, they have it. So sometimes you just refer to them. Okay, you are OG in this situation, so I'm gonna refer to you. You've been here before. We don't give each other that situation. We don't give each other those credits. We always trying about the here and now, and you got to do this and you got to do that because you are of this age. Stop that. Some people just have it, and you got to accept that.
I don't think this old sleep OG, whatever his name.
OG Sleepy Loke.
Okay, here's the thing. If you're an OG, then you pick up the phone and call.
We about to find. He might be sleepy. That's his
And
name.
here's the thing. Everybody, you can't say everybody, but most people have a phone.
You're being very general.
Yes, most people have a phone.
apologize.
And when we were growing up, the real OGs, there was a long distance call. Now it's not.
Come on now.
Now they get ready to get messed up anyway, because now you have to put in the full number. So that's
The
going to mess up.
one and the area code.
And the
Yeah.
area code.
Yeah.
So that's going to mess up a lot of millennials. They're not going to know. They're going to start. You're going to see them on the side of the road just crying. What's wrong with you? How do I do this? Because it's 4 more numbers.
And you know what too? That part too, and the elderly. Because then the elderly, that was their whole get down was the one area code and the number.
Right.
Then they took that away from them. Now they bringing it back to them.
And
they don't even want to use the phones no
And
more.
yeah, nothing's more frustrating than seeing an old person in the phone like this in their car down. You should not be of age, an OG, and texting or looking at your phone when you're driving. You can't. It's just
No.
You just can't. You just can't handle it. It's the pace is too fast. These older people should have a designated phone person or text person next to them. It's just they just struggling.
It's like my Jamaican homie, right? So I'm telling him how to do it on the phone. You know, press the little microphone and say what you want to say. It's like, I want to arrive at 3 o'clock. Like, I don't think it's gonna pick up that. You go back to typing it in.
Because what will pop up is trees.
Yeah.
Smoking. No, that's funny.
5 o'clock, think what do I say do?
Right. I don't do that either. They talk. Code 3 does the talk. Well, she'll talk into the.
I mean, you can say it clear as day, and it still give you something else. It's like, what is? I don't
Right.
think it recognizes our voices.
No,
our cadence.
Our cadence. No,
Yeah.
not at all. Not at all. Hey, 323-293-3375.
For what?
We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go into SZA.
Oh,
So
she
you-
snapped her neck on you.
No, you the one that said that you
Well,
didn't hear
all
him.
right. No, go ahead, OG Sleepy. This is for you.
Oh, yeah, the new generation.
In a man's world, tighten up your belts. Are you texting SZA right now?
No.
Student Sprung.
No, what I
I
was
just listened to your song, SZA. I'm so emotional right now.
No, it's amazing to think. It is whiny and everything, but I liked her lyrics.
It's that whole baby talk. Is that? Am I being correct with that fact,
So
Frida?
you with the side piece thing.
I don't
Oh.
now. All right, let me correct myself.
Oh,
I don't totally. I have yet to listen to it. I mean, I've listened to it and heard it.
You
but
just
I
like
have-
her voice.
Yeah, I like the cadence. I just haven't I don't totally understand
You like the cadence.
what she's saying, the side piece and all that stuff.
No, she's basically saying he has a girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
but on certain days of the week, he's hers.
No, I don't like that
And
part.
she
Well, you like the song?
No, I might have heard another song because they played.
She has a couple out.
Yeah, she had. So I didn't. And what happens is whenever I'm listening,
She knows she's sharing a man.
Okay, I'm not good with that, but I know.
You don't like sharing your man?
I know what happens normally with Lewis or Peyton. If I'm listening to music with them, they explain it to me.
Okay.
What the person is saying. Like
Gotcha,
Lewis
gotcha.
gave me a whole educational thing on the Jay-Z album.
Okay.
Like his mom being a lesbian and the whole thing with Eric Benet and
That
all
was
that
fucked
stuff.
up.
Right.
That was fucked up.
You know, and then him apologizing to Beyonce. So now everything was about how Beyonce, he cheated on Beyonce. And
But why did he have to bring Eric Benet into it? I didn't get that.
that's some
was some sucker
entitlement.
shit.
Yeah, that's some entitlement, knowing you got bodyguards, man, kind of stuff.
I mean, Eric
Just-
Benet ain't never sold drugs. Eric Benet didn't do misogynist lyrics. Dude was just running around singing to women with his shoes off.
Right. But that's
I think he was trying to. I could get this wrong, but I think
Fact
he was
freedom.
trying to say like he don't want to because everybody holds Halle Berry to a high esteem. Like
They
she's
used
that
to.
woman, right? So when Eric Benet broke up or got kicked to the curb or divorced from Halle Berry, niggas was like, damn, how you lose Halle Berry? And so I think Jay was saying, I don't want to be that person if I was
but
to lose Beyonce.
he didn't lose Halle Berry. Halle Berry's been through a few guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Eric Benet is still married.
Thank
So
you.
we got to look at the other thing. And my
That's
thing
my
is,
point.
you don't put somebody else's as a man on man.
Say yourself, punk.
Yeah, you deal with yourself, or you talk about your weaknesses. You don't
Man.
talk about another man's weaknesses.
And then you're going to say losing the baddest chick in the game, so we're not even thinking about Beyonce. We thinking about Halle Berry.
Right.
So now, again, you ain't even talking about your own wife.
Right, and I mean, come on, you just
Sucker
that
shit
was
right there.
that was sucker. But then again, he doesn't have any guys around him to tell him that.
Well, it's not about guys being around him. I mean, if you in the booth and, you know, the dude's not writing his lyrics, that's just on his dome. So he's spitting it like that. Why am I going to implement myself when I could get this R&B
But that's what I'm
dude?
saying. Why? That's what I'm saying. If all the people who are in the booth, not in the booth, but in the studio with
Right,
him,
right.
who say, "Hey, yo, Jay, come on, man. Why you going at him like that? Go do something else. Spit something else." But he knew. Look, Beyonce probably sitting around thinking about Eric Benet.
And
So
a lot
that's-
of women, too.
Yeah, so that's one.
And he's a married man, so
Right.
now you're putting all this hot energy on this. You know what I
Right,
mean?
that's why you hitting him, because you don't want to, you know, and the whole. I mean, again, why are you going after your mom being a lesbian? Why we need to know that? That's just because they know the world is going. That's a hot button.
Right.
And that's going to get sales up, and that's basically what it's all about.
Right.
All the stuff you spitting out and talking about OJ and all that,
That was a good song.
you know.
That's a good song.
You know, I'm learning, but that's.
I like Jay-Z's album.
No, I like it too. I like Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar.
Well, I've said on the show, I'm not a fan of his, but, you know, there's certain songs that he do that I do like. But the whole Eric Benet thing, that was some sucker shit.
Right. Well, we'll have Jeff Brown go after him and try to.
Shout out to Jeff.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, for sitting in and killing it. And
That ain't what you said off air.
off air. I said no. I did. Jeff is really
I'm messing
good.
with you.
But Jeff he's going kind of hard, going after whoever the guy he's going after.
Oh, yeah.
Jason, but I mean, you know. But Jeff is Jeff. Jeff's always been consistently Jeff. And so shout out to him and his family. And
Yeah. Young Blake was in the studio with us as well.
Who?
His son. Youngest son, Blake. He was.
how old is he?
I think Blake is about this old.
Oh, he's a young kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good for him. He actually sat in?
Now he came and, you know, bust the nigga word down for us, and, you know, we hung out with him. And
Wait a minute, is he over 21?
no, he's a youngster. He's out of school for the summer.
So what's a youngster? How old is he?
About this old, LD. About this old.
What is it, about 12, something like
And
that?
he's
old.
and 12, and he has a perspective
Something.
on the N word.
Of course, George
Yeah.
is. Jeff is his dad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't listen to no.
No,
12
but
year
he
old.
was breaking it down like niggas, like
Just like the video I sent you of the young man that was breaking down, the European girl was interviewing him.
Right.
There's kids out there that get down like that, man.
Oh, that's OG.
I see he's an OG.
Okay, all right.
You see what I'm saying?
No, but no.
He's
Oh,
a
that was
BBG.
funny.
He's a BG.
Yeah, man, you gotta
I'm
understand.
not.
King Tut was a king at 14, man.
King Tut was a whole totally different. Now,
Mary Magdalene got pregnant at 14.
I
man.
give Halle Berry props because I saw that movie Kidnap, and
a lot of people like that movie.
It was a good movie.
You seen
man.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
man, it was a good movie. I will never take her kid without her permission.
You won't?
No.
Didn't that just come out?
Yeah, but Fire Stick, you can catch it.
I'm looking forward
Really?
to seeing Girls Trip.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a hit. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to.
I'm still watching Hidden Figures. I can't stop watching that movie.
Oh, really?
I can't
I
stop
still have
watching.
not seen that. Shame on me.
I saw
Infidel.
I saw Mummy. Mummy was good.
I heard.
Really?
Yeah, Mummy
heard.
was
That
good.
doesn't look like it would be good. You know what? I just finished the series of A Handmaid's Tale. Have you seen that?
No, I heard it's nominated for Emmy. Is it good?
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Should I go make tea for you guys?
What is it about? Hilarious.
It's like on some New World Order stuff where they kidnap and they grab all these fertile women and bring them into the city that they've made where you can't escape the city. But these are like concubines almost. Like they come in, they're used to breed because the world population or the country's population was declining. So these women are captured, and it's crazy.
I mean,
the writing, the cinematography, everything about it is crazy.
The world's in a crazy
Just like
place.
Guantanamo Bay. That's what they're doing over there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like something that could probably really happen if people don't wake up.
That's going on now. Just like a couple of years ago, you had 1.5 million black men missing.
Sister should write a song about SZA. Okay.
Did you watch the Defiant Ones with Dre and Jimmy
No, I have
Iovine?
not. Was it good?
That was excellent.
You were in it, right?
No, I wasn't in it, but Alan Hughes directed it
Right.
from the Hughes brothers, and it was very thorough.
Is it a docudrama?
It's like a parallel story of their careers and how it intersected. But both of them have done some amazing things in the music industry. One thing that stood out to me is that they addressed the whole D. Barnes thing.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre and D. Barnes, and they went into detail, and you finally got to hear D's side of the story. And Dre actually apologized and said that was one of the biggest regrets in his life.
Yeah.
So it was very
he did
good.
put hands on her.
Oh yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
Wow.
I mean,
He said a line in there that said that any man that puts his hands on a woman is out of their mind, and he was like, I was out of my mind.
yeah.
Now, does that make it?
Okay.
No. Is he now forgiven, or what? Where does that? What did D say?
I don't know if D said, because it was sort of they weren't together in the documentary, so it was kind of, to me, disconnected between them two. She told her side, and then he didn't tell. He was saying that alcohol fueled it, but it was more of her telling her side of what happened. But it was also based. They showed clips from what sparked the incident.
Which was what?
An
When Cube
episode
left
of
the,
Pump It Up, when Cube and NWA first broke up. They were going back and forth on each other on a TV show called Pump It Up. And so it made it look like D was in the middle of it, when actually it was the producers who clipped the show together to make it look like Cube had the last word.
Right.
And so Dre saw D out at a club one night, and he was drunk, and she explained how when she looked at him, she waved, and he didn't smile back at her, and then next thing you know, he was coming toward her, and she tried to get away. He ran into the women's bathroom and hit her head on the ground and tried to throw her down some stairs.
And there was no man around to step to him?
You know what I heard, because I was there, but I didn't actually see the actual incident, but I did hear that Suge was holding people back from helping her.
And he's getting what he gets now.
And one guy that did try to help got his teeth knocked out. Doug Young.
Yeah.
Wow.
He got a lawsuit and all that.
That was in the video?
But you got to understand, back
No,
then,
that
the
part
energy and just how they was moving, it was real, man. It was real. The energy, you gang banging, and, you dealing with music money, and you still dealing with street money. I mean, street money wasn't really equivalent to music money, but it was still money, and the weapons were still big and all. So you just got goons. You just got all these goddamn goons everywhere. Now, this dude is the music man, but he ain't, that ain't really him, but you drinking, you smoking, and you hanging out with these dudes, and that energy is there, and it's like, man, you better go handle that bitch. So it's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's hard to be straight when the world is crooked. There's no excuse for putting your hands on a woman.
Well, that's the pride but see, that's the journey of a real man, is being straight when it's crooked.
It's hard.
It is hard, but
it's hard.
But that's what. But if you're professing everything you're professing when you're rap about who you are, you're the king, you're DRE and all that, then it's supposed to be in you, because you're professing all that.
Like I said,
you don't profess all that weakness. You profess strength. That's what you were professing in NWA, F the police and all that. That's what you were professing.
Like I said, it's hard to be Gandhi. It's hard to be Gandhi when you're around
Gandhi. It's
hard to be Gandhi when you're around a bunch of goons. It's hard to be Gandhi when you're around a bunch of goons.
But that's the beauty of a real man. But that's the beauty of a real man, is setting himself apart from the crowd.
It's easy to say that, LD, when you in the line at the club and they inside and everything's going down. It's easy to say that. It's easy to say that when you in line.
It's easy to say that, and some of us, it's a natural reaction to do that.
I'm with you.
And those are the ones that usually get killed and all that and beat up.
Thank you. Thank you.
But if enough of us start doing it, then those goons in them won't win.
Right. But the dudes who was trying to help and all that, but you don't hear these stories, them the dudes that get gunned down around the corner.
All right, I'm with you. Listen, speaking, and this is a good transition to what we're going to talk about next, is just manhood and the black man being frustrated, and just filled up. And listen, first, let's put out the disclaimer. There's a lot of good, there's a lot of good white people around. I got a lot of white friends and all this, and some of them. The one thing that I think can help the Europeans, as you say, is to get a better understanding of our journey. You all know it. You just don't want to pay attention to it. And sometimes you guys can just keep pushing buttons, and that black man gets so fed up to where he just explodes.
But here's the thing, LD. White it's not a race, it's not a nationality, it's an attitude. So, truly, as you're saying, to the point is, like, some of us are just mad at Europeans, white folks,
attitudes.
whatever.
No, you're absolutely right.
Who couldn't even help us if they wanted to.
No, you're right. It is and based on a couple of videos we're going to show, it's the attitude that gets you taken care of. It's the attitude that you're allowed to develop, and you're allowed to just have that attitude by what you see in the world. And what the way they killing black men, the way people are scared of black men, the way we're followed, the way we're treated, and a lot of, especially a lot of black women don't understand how tough it is to get from dawn to dusk as a black man.
I want to bring up a point that we talked about in the past when you were dealing with a female in your life, and you were saying all these things, but until Obama said it's tough being a black man, they didn't see it until he said it. Right. Which you had been saying all along.
Right. And that's one of the frustrating things as a man, is like when you try to educate the woman you love and they still not feeling it. And even to the point when when they say what's wrong with you, because it's beautiful that they recognize something's going on with you, and you say nothing, I'm all right. Right. And they can't leave that alone. I don't need to share this with you.
Because I don't want to spark on you.
Right. I just right now I just need this space. I'm processing it. I'm dealing with it.
I'm filtering out the poison, so I have to give it to you.
Now, I'm not going to be like the fake preacher that's let's sit down and pray when he's sitting down praying.
Holding a fake snake.
P-R-E-Y on you. With not the P-R-A-Y. And that's what you guys fail to recognize with these little false prophets, is that they're P-R-E-Y in you, and we're, as opposed to P-R-A-Y, and you're trying to hold them up to us.
Man.
It's just wrong. Now, in this first clip, it's how do you say his last name?
Shia LaBeouf. Free Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, he's talking trash to a brother
Is
officer. I haven't seen this video.
I've just heard about it.
I'm an American.
Come on, talk to me.
You got me in my hotel, arrested me in my hotel for doing what, sir?
Let's go.
Why am I in custody? The cuffs are too tight. Why am I in custody?
Now, if that's not an
I'm
example,
from it.
If that's not an example of white privilege,
Man, it's the attitude.
I mean, that is just an attitude of yo, because he can use certain acronyms. Yo, this, yo,
Word.
yo, and his thing is he really thought. This what cracks me up. Take these off of me, like the guy
Now!
The guy's gonna say, "Okay, I'm sorry, sir. I got more $1 million lawyers." So
Then you know what to do with.
right. So every cliche that he tried to use to free himself
Didn't work.
didn't work.
I'm sorry. Who is this guy? I don't even know who he is.
He's an actor.
He's an actor.
Oh, okay.
He was in Transformers. I forgot which one.
Right. But that is
He's an actor.
And
attitude.
you could be a racist and ask a brother for a cigarette. Still.
I mean, it's and like he said, the main thing, like he said, was he was being told no, and that was the was the driving force behind his attitude.
Adele a nigger
It's
tell
that
me no.
You're telling me no. Do you know who I am in this world? I have enough money to where no one tells me no. Even the people who are sworn to tell me no. You can't tell me no. And then he keeps going on and on and on.
You bitch.
So, OG Sleepy Loke, again.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart. He says, what if it was reversed? If it was a white cop and Shia was black, he said Shia would be R.I.P. I don't think he'd be dead.
Why we always have to reverse shit? Let's just deal with what it is.
No, it's not a thing of him be R.I.P. Again, that's the youth going to the extreme. Not okay. He was already in handcuffs when he started selling wolf tickets. So, but again, that goes to the whole thing about the black male being educated enough to know that.
Is he really educated being a cop?
No, the black youth are in those handcuffs.
That part.
You've been trained to know.
Trained monkey.
I'm not going to keep going down that road because this is not going to serve me. And it's not going to serve the next brother. See, the little white boy here is not worried about the next person.
Correct.
He's only worried about self.
He got $1 million lawyers.
Yeah, we're taught to worry about the next brother. That's my
the chain.
Yeah, I have to worry about my clan, my generation.
You in the clan?
Well, you know, I forgot what word I'm trying to find, but my flock,
Tribe, boy.
my tribe, and I have to protect. That's why I can warn him about, hey, listen, don't do that. Because I mean, we've had Trayvon Martin, you know, Castile. All of them have given us. They're telling us.
Trayvon was killed by somebody who wasn't even a cop.
Right. They're giving us. They're the ones, the forefathers. You know, Martin, Malcolm. That's our education. The little white boy here don't have no education. His education is Trump. So
I'm with
Trump
you.
Jr. So
I'm with you.
I'm okay. I can spit all of this.
Right.
And still, the sad part about it, I can be that racist, but I can still have black fans come up to me and tell me they love me. That's how ignorant we are.
No, that's just how compassionate that we are.
With a little seasoning of ignorance. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, we sprinkle some ignorance.
A dash of it.
Yeah, you know, and it's just Lowry salt. Lowry, you know. So, but it's so we and that's what you hope to teach your young black son or young black male that you're trying to educate is how to preserve life. Got to teach you how to preserve. You can't have his attitude and think. And that's one of the things I keep trying to teach my son is that you can't. We were in the car and he's in the passenger seat and he's so on his phone. He's not looking around him. You know, and the windows are open, and this crazy person walks by, and Lou doesn't even notice him. I'm like, Lou, did you? You got to pay attention to what's going on. The man could just snatch life out of you through the window. Right. But you're not. You're so caught up in to what this world is trying to tell you to pay attention to. You're not paying attention to the real world around you. You got to drop your phone. You got to put that down and pay attention to the world. Whatever video you're looking at, whoever you're texting is not more important than your life. Because then you're gonna sound like the little lily white boy, like, I can't believe he stabbed me. Well, man, that man's going through life, and you sitting in your car, chilling on your phone. He's angry, but you're not even, and he's angry because you're not even paying attention to him. So he's gonna get your attention.
That's true. That's true. And then you're sitting there content. You've been under a good family. You're not stressing and none of that, or dealing with what I'm going. I'm gonna fuck your life up.
Right. And you I'm trying to tell you that especially as a black man, you need. Unfortunately, that's just the world we're in. You have to pay attention to this world.
Right. And I'll say this to that point because Richard Nixon, who was president who was impeached, said open up the abortion clinics because they will grow. They will multiply. So we had the abortion clinics come out. So those parents who didn't fall for the okie doke or drank the Jim Jones Kool-Aid, and then we came up to be who we are, now it's like that's a problem. So now it's like, okay, we got to have them have kids younger, and then we got to get them on dope so we can control them a little bit better. So we're not getting that. Watch yourself. Watch your surroundings. Watch who you hang with. Watch the company you keep. Don't do this. Don't do that. We don't see those models that we had because they destroyed that whole.
Right. Look out for your sister. Look out for that black woman. You know, get her, help her, lift her up.
Those keys of life have been very eroded.
We're so hooked on this one little, that dopamine, that sensation you get from getting that ping on your phone.
Percocet.
Yeah,
Molly Percocet.
So,
and I like that song. That's crazy.
I don't know what song you're talking about, but
it's the future.
I'm so tired.
I heard the kids singing that song. I'm like, what is that? Like Future. I was like, man, y'all really. I saw these things. Molly Percocet. Then I kept hearing it. I was like, I like it now.
That's some crazy. So
I do.
And that's part of the problem with the OGs and the black men who are going around this world trying to just get through it. And there's a particular situation that happened, and I shared it. Normally, I don't share a lot of stuff on Facebook, but I shared this video, and it was the black man on the bus trying to go to work. This white boy talking trash to him. European tried to jerk at him and just would not leave him alone. Hold up, would not leave him alone. The man told him, if you listen to the video, he says, "I'm sparing you."
Well, let us hear it on the video, not from you.
And then at the very end, the black girl at the very end just kills me because she is so authentic. All right.
Narrated by Lewis Dix. That girl. Ooh. If I ever do any kind of show or whatever, I'm locating that girl and I'm going to have her. That's going to be you know how people do the closing? Hey, Riri, and all that. That's going to be my closing at my show. I've never seen that video, LD. That was a beautiful video. Was it 3 minutes? Jeez.
My man said I spared you. I spared you.
Yo, my man.
Then he said somebody call the police.
Yes. See, he kept, and you look at the words that he was using against him. He kept calling him a coward. And that man knows that I'm not a coward. Living the life he had to live down south, dealing with what he had to deal with. My man's like, I don't want to get off the bus because I got to go to work. I got to go to work. And he said, and then he even gave him a hint. You don't want to get off where I get off. You don't want that life. You don't want the life that I'm living. And he spared him. He spared. Yeah, play it again because let's go a little fast forward. But I
get to the beat down.
I played this video so it energizes me. it really does. From the time he popped up, this is my.
Oh, Gorilla's coming.
And hit him with the gut shot right here.
He's letting all the frustration out on that one.
Yeah, I love her. Let her play. Let her play. She's the video.
Get out, get missing, bro.
Get out, get missing, bro.
I never heard that in my life, and I love it. Get out and get missing.
I'm going to get my hair done.
That's a beautiful line.
Get out and get missing.
That girl, I don't know who she is.
Oh,
but the
girl on the back of the bus at Apollo Legend.
That girl, That girl, and she just gets cuter and cuter as she goes on.
Right, got a little cleavage out, going to get her hair done.
I'm tired. We get my hair done.
I wish she would have said, I got my hair did.
But she is the epitome of a black woman just telling the truth. She said that cracker got split, and you knew it was down south because he said cracker. He was and he hit him with that rib shot, and
that brother was frustrated.
That's what I'm saying about.
We all are.
He let it all out.
And
he probably felt so much better afterwards.
He had a great day at work. He had a great day at work. Everybody was like, "Why is he in such a great mood?" He's like, "I'll get that for you." He was just.
But you know what? He's not. He wasn't in a great mood because. You still got to worry about the police coming. You can't tell everybody at work. That ain't something you can just brag about.
The police see that video. That guy was
right. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get the triumph in that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like we got to really hold that shit.
Because we don't have $1 million lawyers.
Come on, man.
But
we win the fight, but we don't win the war.
Right. But for those of us who are sitting at home, he did us a service.
Oh man, I'm gonna put that on my goddamn screensaver.
And that's and here's the thing. For you white people out here listening, we don't have anything against you.
At all.
I mean, I a bunch of white people. And it was funny because when I shared it, normally none of my white friends gave me a react or a thumbs up or something like that.
How the brothers sit you?
Yeah, brothers. Oh yeah, thumbs up. You know, the black fist icon thing.
Get out and get missing.
Yeah, and
hashtag.
Because POTUS hit me up and said, "Oh, now you want to call the po-po." It was just, and so it's nothing against you white. It's just that sometimes you just need to learn when
Let's
to
just
shut
break
up.
it down because. Under white supremacy, that gives you the freedom to call this man a coward and all that.
Even George Holt commented on it.
Right, yeah.
Gives you the right to, express yourself and be who you are and everything because nobody is touching you. But as soon as that God step up and come at you and put them things on you, feel the energy, you feel that heat, you feel where it come from the sun and all that, call the police.
Yeah, now Code 3 had a funny reaction because she's like, he's just going to sit there and take it. She's like, he's supposed to stand up.
Ow.
She said he's
Motherfucker got a 21 piece with no fries.
No, she said, when somebody walk up on you, you're supposed to stand up. See, that's how privileged he was. Now, anybody knows that's in the real world, especially if I've taunted him. Then he gets up and comes to me. I stand up.
Stand up in the middle of an earthquake and see how easy it is.
I know the man came to him.
Stand up in the middle of an earthquake and see how easy it is.
The man was throwing haymakers.
And walk out the door and get in your car and drive all. See how easy it is.
Hey, all I know is
it's easy being a soldier when it ain't no war.
See how easy it is to get out and get missing.
It's easy being a soldier when it ain't no war. It's easy.
That was the line. She said,
Come on, man.
Get out, get missing. I'm gonna get my hair done.
Get my hair done.
And she made my day. She was the button for the video. She buttoned it up for me. She took it home.
And a lot of us get that. I don't care where you at, West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, North, Canada, Hawaii. We all get that. They all step to us and challenge it. You be like, am I on hidden camera here? Are we really trying to do this right now?
Really, this is where you going?
We get that. I'm
on my way to work, and you really gonna then you're gonna keep going at me. Like my man said, I spared you once. Leave me alone.
Here's my thing too, and my man said,
and he went to the front of the bus.
That's what I was getting ready to say. The man was like, the lady sit there and took all the shit for me not to sit in the back. I'm gonna sit in the front, but then you gonna be in the back and then try to bring some crap to me. I got all this on my plate, man. And I'm trying not to be late for work. They don't even want me at the job anyway. And the manager look like you anyway. And then you holler coward to me anyway. Okay, take this 21 piece with no fries, man.
And he gave it to him.
Come on, man.
He gave it to him. And he was connected.
Call the police. Jesus.
Yeah, he was connected. Yeah.
This coward is killing me.
Hey, I bet you he took an Uber home.
Let's watch that one.
Oh.
And let my girl
I'm
play
done.
the way out.
I'm fucking done. Oh, he's cooking me. Shit, I'm done. Holy hell. He had the strength of 1,000 gorillas.
Yeah, he was. He put it on him, man. He put it on him.
Come on, man. You just
Hey.
can't. You can't just keep treating us any kind of way. You just can't do it.
We're going to react. Hey,
can't do
so,
it, man.
callers, this is my man, get missing, get gone, get missing. Hello.
Yeah, this is Chris from Connecticut.
See.
What up, Chris?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the show. I'm glad you guys came back. I thought you got canceled out by the company.
That's terrible.
How's the family?
Oh, you're doing great. You're doing great. How's your family?
Everybody's good, man. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. So what did you think of the video?
What video?
Okay, cool. Way to pay attention.
See, I took a break at work to call you guys, and this is the respect I give back.
You're not even watching the show, though.
I paused it to turn it off.
Yeah.
It is Allah's will. This nigga's a terrorist.
Listen. I turned it off because I left off Lewis talking about how I'm grateful his son is with the Uber drive. And I agree with Lou. Like, you know, millennials, even though I'm not that much older than his son, but there is kids don't even pay attention to like father-son moments, and it's like they treat their parents like it's a job to move down.
Wait, Chris, are you at the fire station?
Yes, I am.
Can you go somewhere because it's an echo? Could you get away from the Dalmatian or the hose or whatever you at?
I don't think so. I think that's just the area.
Oh, okay.
I get that a lot.
Okay. We can barely hear you.
Right, so you were saying?
Yeah, but that's where I last left off when we were talking about his son.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about the situation with your son and not the whole generational gap thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, thank you for agreeing. It gets frustrating.
Yes, I can only imagine because I wish I grew up with my father. So hopefully your son would come around on that.
Yeah, I don't. You know, and Chris, when I think about it, it's not. I mean, we still have our moments. We have conversation, but even in that silence, just the presence is important because he's really paying attention to how I react to things.
Yeah.
You know, he knows. Like I finally couldn't listen to his music anymore on the way. I'm like, I gave him some headphones.
Well, what does he listen to?
He's listening to. I was okay when he was listening to Jay-Z and Lil Kendrick and the Sasha girl, whatever her name is,
Right.
Caesar, whatever her name. Then,
I like all those guys.
Right, but then he put on 21 Savage new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't listen to that.
And I couldn't. I just said, man, you got to put headphones on. He started laughing. Ooh, why? And I was like, because I can't.
Right.
You won't make it to work. I'll put you out.
You was getting savage.
Yeah, I couldn't handle it. It just. He's like, what's
He's
wrong with
dating Amber Rose now.
Which is worse.
And I know Poe. I know Poe. This is on tour. So I just saw her on HBO the other day. But it's just want to say congratulations to her on that documentary that she was on, the little hip hop, whatever it is, which one it is now.
Was it the Burn one?
Yeah, I think it was like 4-part series. I think it was the one where they were talking about.
Not the Defiant ones. I wasn't on that.
It was one of them they were talking about. The one with Snoop and Dre. It's like it had some white guys and they were talking about Jimmy Iovine and all that.
Oh no, I wasn't on that.
That's the
I
Defiant
think it was
ones.
probably unsung episode. I don't know. You all over the place. That's my point.
There you go.
Aw, you turning them on.
Now, hey, is this heavy fire season right now,
Yeah.
Chris?
Yes, it is. It's funny too. It's sinkhole season. There's been a lot of sinkholes. So, that's pretty interesting. I've never seen stuff like that until last week. So it's a lot of sinkholes happening here, and they said it's supposed to be happening in California too.
What, sinkhole?
Yeah.
Now, how can we recognize, just as regular people, when a sinkhole's about to happen? What are some of the signs?
You can't. Just they usually happen after like during rainy season, like when it starts getting hot again, like all that moisture under obviously the cement. You can't really. There's no prediction for that. It's just walking and you just fall on the ground. It's just you can't prepare for that.
Man, we just walking.
Okay, Chris, my question is this. Have you ever seen a fire just do some crazy things, like call his homeboy, like, hey, the fireman here, let's get him? You ever seen anything crazy like that?
A fire? No, I never seen that crazy like that.
Okay.
Somebody did get struck by lightning 2 days ago, though.
Struck by lightning? Now, okay.
Struck by lightning.
What should we do if one of our friends gets struck by lightning?
You can't do nothing. Now, you get electrocuted, you could get a wooden broom and hit them off, but don't touch them.
So you can't touch him?
Nah, but what's funny is I want to share this with you because I don't really talk about to a lot of people besides my wife. I was considering becoming a police officer, and I just wanted to see what your opinion was on that.
Well,
I say no.
I'm gonna be honest. That's always been a secret for
Fantasy.
me. I've always wanted to be a cop.
You coming out the closet?
Yeah. No, I have. I mean,
I always wanted to turn on the siren.
I took the exam and everything,
What's his
Okay.
name?
and I've always,
Hysterical.
wanted to be a cop. I just, that's just something that's, I guess that's why I like Code 3 so much.
Aw.
Because
She completes you.
I want that. They got power, man.
I didn't mean to open up old wounds.
Mm.
No. So how far are you into it? Thinking about it? How close are you?
Well, I took the exam and I passed. It was for deputy. And just career-wise, I just wanted to see if I could transition into that. So down the line, I could transition into the FBI. Because my older brother, he's in the FBI, and he said that would be a better career field for me. Like, instead of me just continuing down the line as a firefighter, I should transition into that to get my foot in the door. I should become a deputy, and I just considered it and stuff. And, I remember a long time ago, you said that you took the test, but something to do with your vision, I think, messed you up.
Right, but now you can wear contacts. You couldn't wear contacts.
Yeah, now you can. They changed a lot of the rules. I was like, I wonder if I should do that. But honestly, with all the stuff that's going on, I'm not sure.
I applaud you. I think we need good brothers to do it. We need more of you. So if if your wife is okay with it, I would say yes.
I mean, it is a powerful drug because you can get in there and you really want to do the right things, but just like training day, it goes down, baby.
Can't call me a guy, nothing on me.
Yeah, but
nothing on me. Yeah,
now,
goes down.
What are a couple things during this fire season this summer we should avoid or
matches, motherfucker?
You silly matches, but mainly I know here in Florida we get like a lot of power surges that cause fires. There's honestly nothing you could do about that. But I mean, I feel right now fire prevention is like a general public thing. Everybody knows it's common sense. Just as long as you're not, mainly now, especially like with grills and TVs or plasma TVs, you get a lot of calls with those, like kids bumping into them and the plasma TV falls on the kids and you get seriously injured with that. And it's not really, it's more medical stuff, not fire. I mean, everybody has a common sense not to start a fire.
Wow.
What about smoke detectors and what's the other thing they have for carbon monoxide monitors?
That's as funny as actual national story right now. These two, I think it was a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. The parents put them in the room, and the next day both of them died. It was a carbon monoxide leak supposedly, but that's a whole different conversation. I would mainly focus more on the carbon monoxide detector or smoke detector. I mean, shit, you could smell smoke, but carbon monoxide, that'll creep up on you without nobody even knowing. So I'll worry more about, especially if you have like a garage or something like that, just all that fumigating stuff, like you could create like a gas cloud and, you could wake up dead.
Right.
What should you, heat exhaustion, it's been really hot.
Yeah, that's,
what should we look for, or what should we do when someone's...
Shit, out here in Florida, but you see people out here like, you get in California too, heat exhaustion, first signs is sluggish face, clammy skin, somebody's not sweating, confusion, someone gazing out, like, you see like a blank stare and people are just like standing there doing nothing. That's one of the first signs of heat exhaustion. You can heat stroke, confusion. So it's
So
again, it's all common sense. It takes no expertise. Anybody can do it.
But you said if someone's not sweating.
Yes, if you see somebody not sweating, that's usually a sign for something to come. Mainly heat stroke over heat exhaustion.
So why wouldn't they be sweating? What would prevent them from doing that?
Shock, not eating breakfast.
No water in the body.
So
no water in the body.
So it's good.
Breakfast.
It's good when they're sweating.
Yeah, I mean, you want to sweat. Sweat is that's what you want, but it's, even for black people, contrary to the popular belief with melanin in our skin, I mean, we suffer from that too. Cause
right.
We don't pay attention to how much liquid we're not drinking. It's like it can happen to anybody, even if you're an athlete, young, old, whatever. It happens. You can die from jogging.
Now here's my thing. Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. What is it? Breath to chest presses and all that. What's the new thing on that?
Well, all that does is that's just blood circulation. That's just done to just keep the blood circulating in your body, but it doesn't mean you're going to live. I mean, every year they change it. It used to be 30 compressions and 30. The ratio was 30 to 2, but I know the American Heart Association changed it this year. They go back and forth because there's more people. You don't really care about people passing out and come back to life after CPR. They mainly use like AEDs now, which is that does all the work for you. It's just electrical shock, but you rarely hear about people coming back after mouth-to-mouth resuscitation or CPR. So it's not proven. It's just, again, just circulating blood until medical help arrives.
Wow.
Polis, could you pass out so we can practice?
Hilarious. Hey, so
Dick to mouth resuscitation.
Right.
Chris,
Don't bite it.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show, man. Be careful, and let us know when you become a cop.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right, much respect.
Chris from Connecticut, now residing in Florida, an Apollo legend.
Soon to be a police officer. Then
he took the test and passed.
Then on his way to the FBI. Good for him. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, I've always wanted to. What was something you've always wanted to be?
I want to be a race car driver.
Yeah. Okay. For monster trucks?
No, I want to be a race car driver.
Did you really?
Formula One.
I can't drive too fast. I get paranoid.
That's like we was in South Carolina when you was riding with me. We was in the X5.
I just told George that story last night, I swear.
That was.
Lou was with me in the X5. I was hitting that quick. He's like, slow down! Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, I'm not
and
good.
didn't the guy say, don't look at the steering wheel? It was
Don't look at the steering wheel.
Or you'll get nauseous.
He looked at the steering
I
wheel.
threw out Earl hard, boy.
Pulled over.
Because we was in the car behind.
Right. I said, why are they pulling over?
And the guy that was driving, I said, this has never happened before. My man put on his hazard
we
lights.
were on like a speed course.
Yeah, we was on the track. We was sideshow for real.
Did you look at the steering wheel?
Yeah, I was early.
Yeah.
I couldn't focus.
Let me tell you something. All you dudes and ladies who got BMWs, y'all don't know how to drive. I'm going to say that for real because them cars do amazing things.
Yeah.
Teeter, you got some sports for us?
No.
Okay.
Hey, listen.
No, I just want to say this. I don't want to do sports, but that goddamn Conor McGregor is hilarious.
Yes, I got a clip right here. I was just going to say.
And the clip of the week.
Yeah, I've been hearing about it. I haven't heard it.
He's been going in on Mayweather, but here's a little clip.
You to sing it to me, and I want you to dance for me. Crazy if you think this man stands a chance. His head is too small. One shot is all it takes me.
Hey, Floyd better not lose this.
Man, but
against the classic man.
But you see the audience.
Looks like Jindal, whatever.
You see the audience. He got the support. You know what
well,
I mean?
they're in Toronto, and that's a major MMA.
What I'm
town.
saying is he still got the support. You know, we don't travel up there to Toronto to like, oh, Frank Floyd, we down with you. You know, the people, they come out there and they support.
Right, and Floyd.
But I heard he was in L.A. when they did the one in L.A., and he also got booed.
Who,
yeah.
Floyd?
And New York, too.
Well, Floyd,
New York,
I mean,
too.
you know, we got a thing.
People
as far
hate
as
greatness,
black
right?
people. Yeah, we got a thing
People hate greatness.
about people who flaunt too much. You know, it's like
It's not.
But
too
you know
much.
what? This guy does too, from what I understand. McGregor, he's like does the same thing.
Europeans can do that.
But what I'm saying is, like, we didn't get the part where he was in Toronto and he was like, and you can't read. You know, that dude was saying so. He is hilarious, man.
Yeah, and then he opened up his backpack, and I think there was only like $4,000 in it or something, because he put the backpack up like it had like $1 million in it.
Who was this?
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, it just...
He's talking about, you know, you're going to be broke because you ain't paying your taxes, you know.
Right, and that's the difference between Muhammad Ali. You know, he stood for more. It was during the time, you know.
Like he said, he got it from
Muhammad
Ali got it from the boxer Gorgeous George. He learned how to be flamboyant watching Gorgeous George.
Right.
That's how he
But
he
Muhammad
turned
Ali
it up a notch.
was rumbling, though. Him and Frazier, they were going. I mean, Floyd hasn't really. That's the whole thing too. It's like everyone wanted Floyd to fight the boy in his prime, and he didn't.
Pacquiao.
He didn't fight him.
Well, he was on dope.
Who, Pacquiao?
Yeah, Pacquiao came in 112 pounds and moved all the way up to 154. Don't get me wrong. I watched Pacquiao when he first came in the game. He got a twin brother who fight too. He went through Morales, Eric Morales, who was undefeated, was the pretty boy. He was like the younger Oscar De La Hoya, undefeated. He had his battles with him, and in Barrera, he had his battles with him. They beat him, and he came back and got him. That dude was a beast when he was a little dude. He was a pure beast. But when you come up against a man, it's a different ball game.
Yeah, because I know. Here's the one thing I remember. Everybody remembers Roy Jones. 'Cause he was killing them, and then when Roy got knocked out
By Tarver.
Yeah, but he got knocked out twice.
By
First time he was out on his feet.
By Tarver. Tarver's from Florida as well. Like, some people just have your number, man. They just have it. And he was one of them dudes, just like Tyson. Evander Holyfield had his number.
Right.
Some people just got your number.
Yeah.
And you duck them and you pay them off to go away and let me go and get this, and I'll come back and get you later on.
Well, who had Ali's number?
Nobody really had Ali's number. Nobody really had.
That first fight between him and Frazier.
But Frazier was, he was that Philly that I'm coming. You know what I mean? Ali didn't. You can watch all the Ali body bouts. Ali didn't go to the body, man. Straight head.
Yeah. He was wrong.
That's hands, man. Those hands.
Yeah.
Them is street hands in the ring, man. Them is just hands.
Yeah, I just watched this thing on Ali. I Am Ali.
Come on, man.
It was great. It was great.
That dude was a boxing savant, man.
We had some icons, man. We had some icons. Listen,
but it's always us. I don't like, pitting us against each other, man. Let us be great in everything we do, and then they got to come see us. Let them come see. Where your people at?
Yeah, we just
bring your people to the ring.
We have yet to find the underground tunnel to get out of that.
Man, that's safe. To
get out of
that, man.
Yeah, to get out of that frame. I mean, man, that's just
enjoy all of them. They all you.
We got to. I mean, even how we look at one another out in the streets, even the way we look at each other, the way we don't welcome each other. We don't mean it when we say hello. We just, especially brother thing is bad. The sister brother thing is really bad.
It's disgusting.
There's no trust, and that's the one thing that European did well by making us distrust ourselves.
Say that, LD.
They really worked hard at creating a distrust amongst ourselves, and where we won't look out for one another. I mean, because I was one of the. I know this is the OG thinking I'm frustrated again, but I'm seeing so many animals. Dogs. We're paying attention more to dogs than we are human beings. I mean, I'm seeing so many, and you could see it in their eyes. You really, like, whenever you're driving and you see someone that's homeless or that's begging, and you look in their eyes, and you just say, man, you want to go back in time to their childhood. What point did someone give up on you, or you gave up, or you just decided that?
No, here's what it is. Here's the science behind that. Just like you see it now. The nannies, which was the sisters who watched the European kids, breastfed them and all that, gave them a better situation. Now the Latinos are the new nannies. So they walk in the kids, give them Spanish and whatever little taco treats and everything they getting while the European work, and then come home and walk the goddamn dogs. You never have no connection with the kids. So now them kids is going to be really on some other stuff. Mm-hmm. Where when our mothers were nannies and watched their kids, they treated them better than they treat their own kids.
So you saying that's like the gateway to homelessness?
What is the gateway to homelessness?
Being detached from your parents?
No, when you got that European privilege and you got that crest, that's just what it is. Now these kids are going to be the true new generation of defiant ones, but they're going to be on a whole nother level of defiant than the ones that are now.
Yeah, you just feel your heart just goes out. The other morning I saw this woman, and this was like 6:30 in the morning. Just, she came up to me in the car, and it's like, can you give me something? Can you give me something? And she looked so bad. And I just rolled my window up, kept going.
You know what I do to them?
What?
Because now it's like some change and dollars gone. You got $5?
Right.
It's $5 or better now. But I get it. I mean, it's high in California. We pay the highest taxes on all shit. So I say, what happened to good morning? How you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. By the time I get through all that, I'm gone.
The lights changed. Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yeah, you just feel for... I mean,
hey man, can I get that gas for you? Check this out. Won't you pay for it and let me pump it? Hey, wait a minute. That didn't sound right.
Right, and that's the thing that makes you a little frustrated with your child, because sometimes you want to say to your child, that could be your father.
It is your father. It is your father.
Right, but that
is your sister.
As opposed to me grinding. That's what because I remember one of my friends said. He was seeing somebody sleep on a bench, and he was like, "See now," he said he don't care no more. He done.
He's off the grid.
I'm not.
But I think there's maybe a couple factors that play into homelessness, and one is mental illness.
Okay.
One is drug addiction.
I always had
and
that.
And then the economy. Some people, the cost of living here in Los Angeles is ridiculous.
It's always been that way here.
Yeah, but it's like.
And then I just read an article about how they're trying to re-gentrify this neighborhood.
They're
with
trying.
this
Yeah,
big.
but that Kaiser's coming in.
The Kaiser's here.
Right? Is that Kaiser?
That's
Yeah.
Kaiser.
Oh, it's already.
The driveway is open.
Yeah, it's finished. Well, I don't know if it's completely finished, but and then this whole thing they're talking about doing the Crenshaw Mall and building condos there.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago. It was $1.9 billion project, and Jerry's Flying Fox.
This
He's
is
the one who didn't sell.
property over here. This is like centrally located.
Yeah.
You know, and then they're building the subway. The metro rail here, and so they got definite plans.
Yeah, 20 years from now, this area is going to look totally different.
Yep.
It's not
Because I
gonna be
used
the
to
jungle.
live in East Palo Alto, and when you go there today, I can't even recognize the city. I mean, it's totally
Just go back to the time
transformed.
when you was in the jungles.
Right.
How it was.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's. Phew. And
all that right there used to be military. All that was military.
barracks. And
That whole area was military. Dorsey High School was military. That whole area was military. So now that's coming back.
wow. So, I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
John Lemon is
Bless his heart.
being detained.
entertained.
Snitch.
No, he's doing his thing. He's for what? That was what the phrase he said. For what? Then he said he's getting his hustle on. So he's grinding. We'll be back Friday, full force. And,
Get busy one time.
You guys have any plans for the weekend?
I'm going to be at Catalina's with Mickey Howard.
Oh, okay. Was that tonight?
Friday, tonight, and tomorrow. That's why I had my hair done. I got my hair did.
Who did your hairline? They did a great job.
Let's go. Gloria at Fab Unique.
Oh.
I've been going to her for years. The kids clowned me yesterday. We had our last summer league game, and the head coach couldn't be there, and we got blown out by 30. So I was coaching. It was embarrassing, man. It was embarrassing. They just
would listen to you? What happened?
Man, they didn't want none of Burbank. We played Burbank. They didn't
okay.
want none of it. And I was like,
There some brothers over there?
no,
No?
just our boys that checked out. We were 15-2, so we had a
Okay.
good summer, but it just.
Didn't translate.
No, not from me to them. I felt embarrassed as a coach. But, there's always another day. So,
Mickey Howard love her some Lou Dix, huh?
Mickey, that's my girl, man. We go way back.
All in her TV special.
Yeah.
All in the video.
Hey,
Right.
I started as her opening act and her valet. Shoot, that was
Yeah, you
my,
said that, yeah.
grind.
So you
She's-
know her secrets.
Yeah, I know how y'all.
You're a good secret keeper, though, Lou. You could be trusted, I think.
Yeah, I can.
Don't tickle me, though.
Don't tickle me.
Shout out to Chris from Connecticut.
See.
And everyone in the chat room, OG, Low,
Sleepy Low.
whatever.
And Apollo Legend. Shout out to girl in the back of the bus.
Yeah.
Get up and get missing.
Get up and get missing.
Get gone and get, what'd you
There's
say?
a few people I'd like to say that.
Get gone, get missing.
I like that phrase.
Get missing, get gone.
that's a
Yeah,
classic.
she was. So that was the video of the day. Listen, you guys be careful out there. It's time for me to go hit the gym and trying to get it in.
You getting stronger? You feel yourself getting stronger?
Yes, I'm adding weight on.
Oh, wow.
I just got 195 now, so I feel it's hard for me to run. So I want to lose like 7 to 8 pounds.
Well, you were trying to gain. Now you're trying to lose. What happened?
Because 195 is too big.
But you were at 161
No.
at one time, right?
Right? Yeah, that's just crazy.
So camp brought you up,
Yeah, Well, just being happier.
cupcaking.
No, just being happier. Code 3. Just being
Cupcaking?
happier. Yeah, just being happier.
Just say what it is, man.
Yeah, just being happier. It's a big difference.
You eating in the bed.
She makes me sit up though.
She makes you sit up. You would
Sit
do
up.
it on your
She
own.
won't give it to me because she got the plate. Sit up, you know.
Same
I'm
thing
like,
your
don't
ex
you know?
said.
Don't you know? I told her like,
too soon.
yeah, don't you know CPR? Jeez,
Oh wow!
How you
You
gonna...
don't put her mouth on your nasty mouth.
Or the Heimlich maneuver.
Yeah, so she just.
Get behind
Did I
me.
say that right?
I don't know.
The Heimlich.
Look at the Websters, then look at the Urban.
Hey, what was that thing that Jeff said and then Jeff Brown corrected him?
The brilliancy.
Yeah. and then Jeff Brown said what?
He said the thing was he's like you make a new word up every time. So that just fell into the lap. He said let me write that down because I'm gonna use that in my everyday. The brilliancy.
He was talking about Robin Harris.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Shout out to Robin Harris.
Which made him the comic that he is today.
Shout out to you guys. Your show got picked up.
Oh, Be Shazam, second season.
So congratulations, and shout out to Speedy and them. I hear they have a new studio. Things are good for them.
I heard.
So
I heard. He's been calling me. I've been ignoring him, but
oh yeah. So he's so good for him and his family. And Jean Jacket. I know she ain't got that jean jacket on now. How does
Nikki
it is?
Pam, boy.
Oh, okay. Jean Jacket. Shout out to you.
You're the defiant one.
All day long. Hey, listen. Thank you, Morris Media.
For what?
Oh man, putting it down. You guys take care.
Thanks for turning the air on. We really appreciate it. And the air will not be on for any other show except this one. So know that.
Hey, we out. Peace.
Like a light.